again, it's from Epictetus, and it says, "Who then is the invincible human being? One who can be disconcerted by nothing that lies outside the sphere of choice."
Yeah, that is, I think that I have kind of heard it, or
Yes, yeah, it's
similar with something that we have done. In any case, it deserves a reiteration, or let's say expansion, translation, interpretation, and so. And I was staying with disconcerted, right? So disconcerted by nothing that lies outside the sphere of choice. So disconcerted only by the things that are within the choice. And so, yes, as you say, it links very nicely into the weather in Brussels, right? So that's to say, I'm like Epictetus, I'm not disconcerted by the weather in Brussels. But yes, but indeed, it comes very nicely with the first, let's say, the Buddhist saying, which is not that I have what I like, is not that I have everything I like, is that I like what I have. Makes sense? So, so here, if we kind of connect the two, and then if I go into the application, let's say, or the way I use it in the coaching session, is that a lot of times my clients, like I suppose the humanity, says, I will be happy when, right? Or I will be contented when, or I will be satisfied when, or my life would be okay when, right? So that is your happiness or your contentment or your, let's say, satisfaction or so depends on the external factors, right? So as Epictetus say, outside the sphere of choice. Now, obviously, this is the, how do I call that? The recipe for misery, because they are never within your choice, which means that you can never control them. It's like me putting my happiness in the Brussels weather. Good. So therefore, the way I use it in the coaching is to say that first of all, we are happy with what we have. So I like what I have. That is the way to let's say, to phrase the Buddhist saying, I like what I have. But then, you know, some clients then question, yeah, but that if I like what I have, which means that if I'm satisfied, contented, happy, then why would I move on? Well, that's the trick here. So on one hand, I'm happy with what I have. And on the other hand, I still want to move towards something. I'm not saying necessarily better, we don't know, but I'm willing to explore, I'm willing to develop, I'm willing to, let's say, enlarge, to expand, to grow, to even to explore, right? So if we are coming back to this understanding that we are not disconcerted by things, let's say, so we are disconcerted only when the things are the choice, and we are not disconcerted by things that are not our choice, then our choice is to be happy within the life we have, and still to go beyond and to explore beyond that life. And even though it looks like a contradiction, and this is the most important point here, it looks like a contradiction. It is not a contradiction. Then I would say there is room for maneuver in the coaching process, and there is room for maneuver in one's life, because enjoying, be happy, be satisfied satisfied with what you have today, still staying open to opportunities, staying open to explorations, to growth, development, expansion, that I would say is the key to success.
That's the basis, right? That's the basis you need to be always.
Well, I would say, yes, it's like you are well, I would not say settled, but say well present, happily present in the present, and still having like an appetite for something else. Well, I'm not sure whether this is the way to go about it, but I do remember that in the, let's say, Tao principles is that, or Ayurvedic principles, I think that there are a lot of cultures in the world, they say, you have to eat at the table in order to be full at 80%, right? So you still have a 20% for whatever exploration. So it might be that this is a way to think about life, right? 80% happiness and 20% let it open for exploration. But still, mainly you call it happiness.